trying to analyze the four types of i'rab, the four types of i'rab, the mainly four types of punctuation, the ones we have, which of course they rotate in the sound that we have. So we have the first one is ar-rafu, which is dhamma, its original sign or representative. Then we have an-nasbu. An-nasbu is fataha. When we talk about an-nasbu, it goes hand in hand with fataha. Then we have al-jarru. When we talk about al-jarru, goes hand in hand with kasra. When we talk about al-jarru, it means that what we are trying to analyze, of course, we try to analyze that whichever sign that comes at the end of a word, it has its own description. We have al-rafu, we have al-nasbu, we have al-jarru, and then al-jazm. Why? We are asking ourselves, and it's like you are explaining as to why, whichever sign we see at the end of a word, why would that sign be there? It is either al-jarru, it is either al-nasbu, it is either al-rafu, it is either al-jazm. One of those four. So alamat, yes, alamatul nasbu. Yes, alamatul asliya. The original signs for those types of verb. The original signs. We said alamatul i'rab al-asliya arba'at. There are mainly four types of the signs which represent those four. We have al-dhammatu as rafu, as I told you. Dhamma is a sign, the usual dhamma that you know, that you learned in Yasarna. Dhamma. Yes. So it is a sign of the law of al-rafu. So you call rafu, nasbu, jarru, jazmu as laws, rules, regulations. The regulations of words in Arabic. So there are four mainly regulations. That is ar-rafu being represented by dhamma, and then we have an al-fathatu as a sign of nasbu as a rule of or regulation, word regulations. Then we have al-kasratu also is as a sign of al-jarru, because jarru is a regulation. And then we have sukunu, which is an omission sign, or also a sign of al-jazmu as a regulation. I don't know whether those ones have been understood, as we shall see, because we need an example. Yes? Should we proceed, members?
Can proceed, but I am not very clear in these ones. I don't know why I failed to get them properly.
You said annotation though.
Asliyatu, it means that those are the ones that correspond with the hukum, with the regulation, the rule. They are the ones that correspond with the rule. In other words, when they are being tampered, we have explained as to why they have changed, as we shall see. What I want you to realize first is that we are learning qawaid al-lughatul arabiyya, the rules and regulations of Arabic language. When you go in the rules and regulations of Arabic language, like we're learning to know why those signs are found like so at the end of a word, because qawaid is already, we are always eager about the last sign on the word. I know that together. Yes. We are always eager about the last sign of each word that we utter out. We have to give a reason as to why it has come. Yes?
Yeah.
And these signs mainly come from the four rulings. These signs, the ones that bear over the letter at the end of the word, they are from four rulings, which we mentioned earlier. We said the first ruling is ar-rafu'u, presented by dhamm. When you see dhamm at the end of a word, out together, if it is the one put there, we have to explain as to why it is there, why it has come. there should be a reason as to why Dhamma is at the end of a word. And when it is in Nasbu, it is a Fatah at the end of a word, we have to explain as to why it is there. We have the other ruling, which is Jarru, means the Kasra as a representative, and we have to explain as to why Kasra is at the end of a word. When we have Al-Jazmu as a ruling, fourth ruling, we have, once we find any word bearing, sukun or sakna at the end, we have to explain as to why it is there. Because whichever word that has the sukun at the end, it's like it is being returned back to the ruling of al-jazm. Are we there? Because jazm means the sukun.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
So we try to collect all of the words we are uttering out, depending on the last signs of their last letters, to return them to these forms. I think with that we are together.
No. Sheikh, I don't know, like if I'm to explain according to the way I've picked it, you must guide me. We are talking about why at a certain time we have explanation of a certain letter ending with it, like for example, Abdullahi, Abdullahu, something like that, like alternation of the last letter of it.
Yes.
Why sometimes you say
yes,
Abdullahi?
Exactly. What causes that alternation?
Okay.
Yes, that's what we are on now. Exactly. That alternation, where does it comes from? Why would they alternate at the end?
Okay.
So mainly this is this foundation.
And mainly it is focused on what happens at the end, not at the beginning.
Not at the beginning. We are more interested at the end.
At the end.
Because at the end of a word, it is that which gives us the meaning. That this one is about this. Yes, this one is about this. Yes. We always give the meaning and the explanations of this language after realizing what ends or what comes at the end of each word. That's when we get the meaning, the clear meaning. Are we there?
No. No.
We can proceed to the next page.
Now, maybe
yes.
If I was to ask within this i'rab, does it mainly apply with the ismu, with the fi'il only? Does it only apply with the fi'il, with the ismu, or even with the combination?
There are three. We have al-af'al, we have al-af'al, we have al-huruf, and we have the al-asma, the verbs. Okay. We have the names, and then we have the huruf, the prepositions of different kinds.
Okay.
Yes. So we shall find out as to why they can change, or they could come at the end interchangeably, alternatively, or alternating.
All right.
Yes.
We can now proceed.
Proceed?
No.
Okay. Then we have al-mubtada wal-khabar. That is the first thing that we shall begin with. Are you there? Next page.
Yes.
Are you seeing the mubtada al-khabar? Al-mubtada al-khabar? First name and its description. Remember that the khabar means the first name and its description. Yes, please. A bit members, I have some 2 minutes. I beg some 2 minutes.
It's okay.
Thank you very much.
Now,
I'm back. Yes.
no.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now we are on al-mubtada wal khabar. Al-mubtada is from the word bidaya. Bidaya means the beginning. Yes, al-mubtada means the one who has been begun with. The one begun with. And the one who have begun with. If a person or anything, any name that has come at the